Welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast live. It's not live. It's Studio G. So it could be like
live.
Yeah, we're recording live. I mean, we're recording. Yeah. We are live.
This is happening right now.
I mean, ish. I'm ish. You seem very much alive. You're playing with a Hulk Pez dispenser. Is there any Pez in it?
There's no Pez.
You're just like flicking it.
It's like my
you
Zippo.
You've seen Breaking Bad, right?
Yes.
Do you remember when Jesse's sitting there in the empty room in his house, like playing the voicemail from Jesse or from Jane?
Yeah.
That's what you look like right now.
That's what I feel like at times.
I feel like that all the time.
Yeah. So how you doing, Andy?
Awful.
Aaron in the house also.
Awful, man.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
Oh God, I'm just kind of worn down.
Yeah.
I haven't slept well. I'm on new medicine. Yeah. I got a tooth pulled, so I was on steroids.
Oh, with new medicine, nice.
Yeah, great timing for that, right? Yeah,
always good timing.
Always the best timing. So I've just been a wreck.
How many nights without sleep?
I mean, probably like with solid sleep, like 4. I've slept in like awful. In a couple hour spurts and stuff.
Yeah,
but it's not, it's not good for me.
No, it's not good for anybody.
No,
Sleep's
of course
important.
Not. Sleep is great. I need like 10 hours.
I was getting kind of tired during the game.
I got tired too.
MSU game, by the way. MSU big win over Nebraska.
We're gonna make the tourney, baby.
I think so. I think we'll be all right.
Oh, look! I can see the cooter on this fighter here. We're watching women's fighting again. It's like a thing that we do while we watch. We like watching women get punched to satisfy some primal urge.
Yeah, that woman in the pink is Holly Holm. Her nickname is the Preacher's Daughter.
Is she an actual preacher's daughter?
Yeah, that's why.
She's wearing hot pink fight shorts.
So
I can see her.
She's the one who knocked out Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah,
with the head kick. She has fought for another title and she has lost last Saturday.
They're not kicking much. You know what? I think I like the women's stuff more.
Why is that?
Because they seem to punch more.
They seem like there's more action.
Yeah, they don't go for the chokes as much.
They're the clinch and stuff.
Kind of
grab each other.
Which you'd expect there to be more scissoring.
Yeah,
and there's actually more scissoring in men's.
There's some scissoring, a little bit of scissoring there, but I think there's a little bit of they feel they have something to prove every time they're in there.
Hell yeah, they do.
And
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, fucking women.
It proved to me that they like to punch each other.
Yeah, exactly. So what's new with you, buddy? What else is new with you? Not sleeping well?
Not sleeping well at all.
How you feeling?
Miserable.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I'm going to cry tonight, I think. I'm going to cry today.
Yeah?
Definitely.
For sure?
Yeah, I was on the train and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to find some online counselor thing, text hotline while I'm on the train.
Yeah.
Because I was just I'm not feeling it, man. Medicine.
Yeah, is it about anything particular or just overall?
I think just overall, exhaustion from the process of
life. You adjusting to medication then? Or?
I don't think I'm adjusting to much of anything. I've adjusted to not drinking.
Yeah.
I don't recommend.
How long has it been since your last drink?
Over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really it was 2 years. And I've had the most I had was 2 drinks, and that was about a year and a half ago. Mm-hmm. So that for the podcast named Degenerate Nation, I'm only degenerate in mind now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I did less than 8 months ago send a picture of my poop to my friend, so I'm still on that.
Yeah, that's good.
And we understand that you are against sending poop pictures.
I'm not. You said I didn't know you said pictures. I thought.
You mean like a FedEx a fucking turd or DHL? We only DHL turds.
Yeah. Okay. I was confused when you said you'd only sent 2.
It's like a bicycle courier.
I didn't know.
And he keeps it in a bag on his handlebars.
Like a Billy Madison situation.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess I wasn't clear enough on my immature desire to send my poop to others.
I just didn't want to assume anything.
Yeah, never assume.
You know what happens when we assume?
Yeah.
We get shit sent to us.
My friend was pissed off, and then in response I wrote a piece about like apology for sending a poop picture, and this guy freaking out that he was going to lose his friend over it and stuff. So I turned it into a piece. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like the idea of
life imitating art.
Yeah, accidentally like subconsciously pushing someone away by doing something like that.
Yeah, I've definitely I had my share of obnoxious behavior that I didn't realize in a way was trying to push people away.
What kind of behavior?
Can't think of anything specifically, but just overall, sometimes I'll kind of make an ass out of myself at or so when I'm uncomfortable, make more of a scene to make other people maybe more uncomfortable.
Take your dingle out?
No.
On a field trip?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, chaperones should not be doing that.
Yeah, I know. That was my last day as a teacher's aide. Wrong kind of aides.
Yeah. There is a right kind for sure.
Yeah. But I saw a movie last night.
Was it good?
Was
it a Mandingo movie? What was it? Before we get into Mandingo again, what movie did you watch?
It was called Get Out.
Okay.
It was the new Jordan Peele from Key and Peele. It was his directorial debut. It was actually kind of like a horror movie. It was about a black dude who's dating a white chick and going home to her house for the first time to meet her parents, and it's kind of the nightmare of every black dude going home to meet the white family, and they turn out to be, without getting into any spoilers, they turn out to be kind of crazy, and there's some turns in there, and it's a good mix of kind of horror and comedy throughout it, but overall I was really impressed with it, and
nice.
It could have, you can kind of see where it's going a little bit with some of the points it's making, but it's not very preachy with it. I think it does it in a way that's not offensive. I saw it with a very interesting audience. It was a majority of black people in my audience.
Uh-oh.
Which, no. The reason it was actually really interesting is, first of all, they weren't talking during it, which is
I'm sorry, you went there before I did.
So it was actually kind of amazing. They weren't talking during it. It was that good.
Yeah.
And for two, it was written by a black guy, directed by a black guy, Jordan Peele, and I think for the majority, this movie was written for that audience. They, they were really, the whole audience was really into it, really the jokes were, I got the jokes, but I think the experience for me, compared to the experience for the other people in the audience who have, I think it was a different experience depending on it. And, but overall, I still enjoyed the movie a lot, and I thought it was really, really good.
Nice.
Definitely recommend it.
Okay.
It was just again, an aspect of a relationship that I've never even had to think of, which is in this movie, and every single black person so far I've talked to is who's also seen the movies, we've legitimately had that thought for a split second when we, of the black people I talked to who dated a white chick. Well, what if these people are fucking gonna kill me for being black? I've never had that thought with somebody I've been with, so it's kind of weird.
What would you, if you were black, would you date white women?
I don't know. I've dated a black chick before.
Was it awesome?
She was Blasian. Yes, it was awesome. I mean, it was fine. I didn't have any of those thoughts, but yeah.
What happened?
Please hold.
Oh, we're good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We don't edit out anything though, so it's all good.
No, this is part of doing it live.
Yeah, that's because we're live.
We're live talking in person.
I'm just lazy.
Anyways, yeah.
Blasian, huh?
Good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was she blazing hot?
She was Blasian hot. So you know what Blasian is. For our audience who doesn't, Wendy, Blasian is black and Asian mixed. And she hated when I used it every time.
Yeah, because it might be... Is it a slur?
I don't think so. No more of a slur than Filipino.
Filipino Basketball League?
Mm-hmm. Adrian Branch, you are not the tallest.
Yeah, we were watching the game and the announcer said that he was the tallest player to ever play in the Filipino league.
At 6'9".
Yeah, and he said and it's the way he said it. Yeah. It sounded inappropriate, but you were asking me, is that the proper term? I was like, yeah, that is
Filipino does. If you're listening out there, you can feel free to tweet or Facebook us
at Degenerate Show.
If you really think there's a more racial slurry type of name than Filipino, I don't think there is.
Yeah, like that's the actual term for the.
Yeah, that's the actual term for the group of people. Like English, like that's not bad. German, whatever. American, Filipino. Whoa, that's our word. Filipino. Jewish. Jewish just seems non-committal.
Yeah.
It's like Jewish.
Ish, because of the ish part?
Jewish.
But when you say Jew, it sounds
Jew,
different.
Oh my God. There was a period of time about 10 years ago where everybody was just pulling out Jew all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, easy with this Jew shit, people. Like, just like, oh, don't Jew me around. Like, that was just like a thing.
When did it? Oh my gosh. In Michigan?
Yeah, I think all over the place. But overall, I don't really get too upset about that kind of stuff, but once in a while when it's...
Yeah. Because you're Jewish?
Oh yeah, I'm Jewish.
Yeah, I know.
I'm Jewish as fuck.
But the audience doesn't know.
Oh, they couldn't tell?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
well, you're not Orthodox. I mean...
my theme from our bar mitzvah was The Simpsons, AJ's Night with The Simpsons, when they were good. So this is, let's see, 14 years ago now.
Yeah.
So in like season 13 of The Simpsons or something.
Yeah.
So when they were still good. Yeah, I had the best bar mitzvah of anybody.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Simpsons themed.
Yep, I invited all the hot chicks, got the slow dance, touch hips.
Touch some hips?
13.
Oh my God.
You remember the first set of girl hips you ever touched? Like in a slow dance at school? Do you remember the first time you ever touched a girl?
Nope.
You don't remember that at all?
No, I remember the first time I touched a girl, but it wasn't at school.
It wasn't at like a dance or something?
I didn't go to any of them. I had anxiety. Yeah, I have issues, man.
Well, you're... Well,
surprise!
Anyways, my point.
Well, no, hips, yeah. When the first time I touched a 13-year-old's hips, is that what you're asking me about? Do I remember it?
I'm not asking you about
I'll let you know when it happens.
Oh my God.
Fucking, is that Milo territory?
Yeah. Oh, Milo. Do you have any thoughts on Milo?
I mean, he's a troll, He saying these things on purpose, but, like, you gotta be careful if you got a book deal when you're sincerely talking about.
He was on a podcast and made a joke.
It was a joke. Like, I mean, we make jokes, I make
so
jokes.
like I mean, like overall, like what he basically said was he made a joke that was saying for him his experience with pedophilia because he was molested by a priest, or so he says. He says it wasn't that bad, and he jokingly says that's the, and also there's a lot of people who openly theorize that's a big reason why a lot of people become gay for early sexual trauma or whatever. But no one wants to say that because it's politically incorrect or whatever. But
he said it,
and well, like he kind of said it, and then he implied that if it wasn't for Father Michael, he wouldn't give as good of blowjobs, which. Exactly. So like, I don't think See, that's like how you really should react to it.
Father Michael gives great head, man.
So like, no, he gives great head because of Father Michael.
Because he blew Father Michael.
Yeah, Father Michael receives well.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think Father Michael really existed. I think he was making a joke. And the thing is that Milo is a performer, right down to his and. Frankly, Milo, he fascinates me.
I think he's fascinating.
I find him really smart and interesting, actually. I don't agree with a lot of things he says.
Yeah.
I discovered him through Joe Rogan's podcast the first time. And
that was where he said the stuff, right? That he got in trouble for?
No, it was on some other podcast.
Oh, okay. My bad. I don't listen to ours.
Yeah, exactly.
Vain. So vain. I'm not as vain as Milo, but,
Yeah, but, like, even for, like, his apology, like, he shows up to his apology with, like, Coke bottle glasses on, like, looking like Mr. Super Conservative, and he shows up on, like, Bill Maher looking like a woman with, like, dangly earrings and, like, glitter on.
Yeah.
Like, he's just, and, like, it's like, but the weird part to me is that they call him, like, this homophobic, racist guy when he's gay and like exclusively fucks black guys.
Yeah, it's a common thing, apparently.
But he's like both. I don't understand. I think that all of this, like losing the book deal, him resigning for Breitbart, he's only going to become bigger.
You think so?
I don't think this. Yeah. I don't think.
Well, what's his next move from instead of Breitbart? Is he going to be on the Degeneration Pod?
I mean,
we're going to get fired from our own podcast, so he can.
He's gonna be a co-host on here if he wants to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll consider. I'll see. We have some other candidates.
Yeah. I'm just going to start tweeting at people.
I'm going to do my due diligence.
Yeah. There you go.
Mandingo,
the porn star.
Yeah. What up, dude?
So you, out of vanity, you decided to Google Mandingo hot. I mean, Bing it. You binged it.
Bing search.
You went on Bing search Mandingo hot for images, and what popped up?
Well, if you go 12 panels in.
12 panels in.
Always what I do.
Yeah, you got to scroll 12 panels down.
Find a little picture of the Degenerate Nation podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just all you have to do is Google image search Mandingo high, and go 12
panels down.
Through 12 panels of panel. And
panel.
I'm sorry.
Girls receiving panel.
Yeah. So
if you don't know what panel is, it's panel anal.
And I propose a new segment each time we meet.
Yeah, what's that?
Newest porn search.
Newest porn search?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, and
I'll
go
down.
first.
All right.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
So my newest one for this week. I don't know if I actually want to say this now.
Was it Tranny Taint Parade?
No. It was
Junior College Butt Fuck.
Yeah, we're gonna cancel that out. Never mind.
No, what was it? What was it?
I have nothing to say.
Blasian Invasion?
Yeah.
No way.
No, it wasn't.
What was it?
It wasn't anything. I wasn't going.
Junior College Butt Fuck.
I was going to try to think of one and I couldn't.
Okay.
So.
No, we edited nothing. We edited nothing. So, do you watch porn?
Yes.
A lot?
I mean, as much as anybody else.
I don't watch it.
You don't watch any?
No.
So I watch more than you.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You watch so much. You watch an infinite amount more.
I don't like professional stuff.
I like the amateur. I want to know that they're in love.
I don't care about that at all.
As, you know, obviously as they're being choked out.
Yeah.
And you doing the get it, I loved you out, you know, that's what really brings it home for me.
Have you ever watched porn? Or
yeah, definitely.
Just not since the medication, basically.
I mean, it was before that. I just was like, you know, because you gotta, like, search through it, like, oh, no, this one's not doing it for me. Oh, yeah, this one.
When you watch porn, would you watch it from the beginning, or would you try to fast forward to, like, the spot you liked?
I only watched the storyline and then the cum shot. It was fast forward, like, and then I find where they're about to bust, and then I pause it. I peek myself.
So you can be in the same position.
I pause it. I go back to the story again. How did we get here? Like Pulp Fiction, like all out of order.
Have you ever been caught?
Watching porn, masturbating? Yeah, I got caught having phone sex before.
Oh yeah,
that was embarrassing.
Like they got on the phone and they heard it.
No, just then walked in on.
Yeah, I've been caught masturbating before. I remember that was like I still can kind of remember the yell of my mom when she opened the door and saw me masturbating.
How is it so small? I don't know. She sounds like Mickey Mouse. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Brooks. That was...
She freaked out. What are you doing, Aaron? Ah!
Yeah. I'm doing what my body wants me to do.
It's really, really quite difficult when you're upset and like startled and you have a...
Oh, did I lock the thing?
Oh, are you locked?
Yeah.
What did you lock?
I locked the...
I'm sorry.
Thing.
I'm sorry. Hold
on. I'll pause it for...
no, don't even pause it.
Don't even pause it. I'm going to eat one of your oranges. No, I'm not. I'm going to resist. I did bolt it. I didn't know what you locked. I don't know your life.
Other people have to get in the house. What the fuck?
I don't know. Dude, there we go. Oh, inconceivable that I would do that. What's up, boss?
Yeah. So, anyways.
Yeah. Interesting.
So we lock the deadbolt when we have other people who live here, apparently.
That's what I do.
That was
I don't know, man. I don't know your hood.
Yeah. Austin says hello.
Oh, hello.
He has finished working out for the third time today.
Third time working out?
Yep.
Man, you're in control of your body.
He wakes up at 6:15 every morning.
One of those.
Goes to eats his granola and whatnot, watches Mike and Mike, and then goes to the gym.
God damn.
Yeah. He's my hero. At least in college, when you are in the dorms, your sleep schedule goes with what everybody else is in. You adjust kind of
a little
everybody's
bit.
Sleeping.
I would sleep into 12. I would stay up till 3 or 4.
So I was hoping his responsibility and dedication would rub off on me without me trying.
Yeah.
Apparently that's not how responsibility and dedication work. Apparently with those you actually have to make the effort and do.
Yeah.
Otherwise it doesn't do it. So I'm still not getting up at 6:30 and working out before work.
I'm never going to do that.
Yeah. But he does.
That's awesome.
5 days a week.
Unless I went to bed at 8 or 9, I can't.
Well, he also does that for the most part.
I'm not supposed to get up with that little sleep anymore. Because I would go. I would get really fucked up if I don't have sleep. I've been feeling awful, and part of it is because I haven't had any sleep.
Yeah, I don't know how I would sleep if it wasn't for Mary Jane.
Yeah, maybe I need to.
Because otherwise, I would have a lot of trouble sleeping. But I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. If you can get high, masturbate, come, and stay awake, you need to join the Navy SEALs or something. It's just not possible. It's just not possible. So that's my unofficial diagnosis. I think that is how they test you.
Yeah, they do. Here you go. Smoke this.
Smoke
okay,
this.
sir.
Now,
yes,
now
sir.
come.
Yes, sir.
Now come. Now stay awake.
Yeah.
And if they do, they make it. If they don't,
for some reason, I would get tired for a couple of minutes, and then I'd be awake. I'd be more awake after I masturbated. Not as much with sex, from what I recall. Sex, I would be just like, oh, that was so awesome. I'm tired.
Have you ever cried after sex?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I didn't want to have sex with her.
No, it was regret?
Yeah, well, I've regret cried.
Regret?
I've regretted.
No regret.
I regretted all over the bathroom. I cried in... That was Nutella girl.
Oh, yeah. Have
Yeah,
you loved every girl you've had sex with?
No.
Have you not loved every girl you had sex with?
Retroactively or at the time?
Either or. Both.
Alright. At most, I've loved 2 girls.
Okay.
I definitely still do.
You still love 2 girls?
No.
Still love 1?
To the best of my knowledge, my concept of love, which is a little bit scattershot due to my mental illness. I can't really process things that well, my emotions. But yeah, I do.
Do you have
yeah.
Do you think that's your own fault? Do you think that's things you've observed from society and you idealize into your own life?
No, I've idealized the fuck out of it.
Yeah, so I have mine's so bad I can think of the specific movie of the girl who I idealize my girl from.
Who do you idealize?
Mary from Something About Mary.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You just come in enough hair and there you go. You'll find her.
No, I've completely convinced myself that I'm gonna meet a really hot chick who likes sports, who's really, really sweet and really, really kind, and we're gonna have a long-standing chase off. She's gonna be a she. She's not a he.
Yeah,
she.
will he, won't he?
Well, right.
We
exactly.
we have the will they or won't they
right,
thing that we
exactly.
have.
Will they Mandingo or won't they Mandingo?
Yeah, who's the bottom?
Um,
I'm the bottom.
And like, so like, I think like, not only is this girl gonna be like this perfect girl who's like somehow available, but it's also gonna be this impossible journey to it.
Yeah,
and
like the Odyssey.
Yeah, or whatever, or like something. Yeah, so that's mine, and I know it's not gonna happen, but I continue to believe it for some reason.
Oh yeah.
And it's weird because like a lot of like those like traps of society like kind of presents are like, oh, you gotta keep going, you know, to get the best job or whatever. Like,
no,
you know, those things I don't fall for, but for some reason I fall for the loved one. I've always kind of wanted to believe that one, and I don't believe a lot of the other bullshit ones. I don't like, not like an organized religion person, like or a lot of these other things, but for some reason that one. Are you
the quintessential agnostic Jew?
Yeah, I'm a self-hating Jew. So.
I'm a self-hating wannabe Jew.
Yeah, I don't like. I really don't like Jewish girls for the most part.
I do.
I don't. They're very materialistic. They're
really?
Not my type, mentally or physically. Yeah, not really. I don't see myself marrying a Jewish chick.
Isn't in yet.
Oh. You know, the first time I had sex, I asked that question.
Oh, yeah?
Not the yet part.
Because of the shallow thing?
I was like, is it in?
I mean, not shallow. Was it a deep set vagina?
I think so.
Like cavernous? Like Luray caverns where there's stalagmites hanging down?
I think the first girl I had sex with was a whore. Probably.
Hey, we're body positive and sex positive on the show. So she was someone who was free with her body.
I just was definitely expecting it to feel tighter than it did the first time.
Yeah.
And I was not sure if I was in there or not.
How old were you?
19.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was, which to me felt like a million. It's amazing. It's amazing how, as you get older and you learn when people really have sex.
When they lie about it.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if maybe I was just around a lot of, but like when I was 19 I had sex, I felt like I was the last person that had sex. But now I'm like 26, I'm 27. I've talked to people and they're like, I was 21, I was 22, I was 20. I'm like, wait, none of you guys were 21 or 22 or 23 back when.
Yeah, and it's all the like, guys.
Yeah, it was just just really crazy.
Women have just more opportunities, more valid opportunities.
I don't know what it is.
No, it's. I mean, I don't think it's a confidence thing. Do you think it's a confidence thing? I think that it's just if you have enough opportunities, you're going to participate.
And women mature a little bit.
Oh yeah,
a 13-year-old girl and a 13-year-old dude aren't the same thing.
Back to the 13-year-olds again.
Sorry, just saying.
It wasn't me this time.
I guess it's on my mind. I watch a lot of Chris Hansen.
Who the fuck binge watches Chris Hansen?
So like, I'll get like stoned as fuck and watch Chris Hansen. Like,
holy shit, that girl's stacked.
Yeah, that's.
I don't want to see her get hit.
Yeah, she loses in 16 seconds in this fight.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I don't want to see it. Does she get choked out?
She gets arm barred.
Oh, it's Ronda Rousey. I want to see them get punched out. The arm bar is not for me because they break their arms, right?
Well, I mean, usually they tap before the arm gets snapped.
Is there someone that has not tapped and then their arm snaps?
Yep. Tim Sylvia broke his arm. This guy, Antonio Minotauro Nogueira.
So you like watching guys break their arms?
I like it all.
Do they cry?
No, they usually have a lot of adrenaline and they're usually in shock. That's one thing that surprises me is like you never see a guy really in tears like after they get like punched in the face until the fight stops or anything. Like that would hurt.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think like at some point someone cries out.
I would cry as I'm getting punched, as I'm doing the punching.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a fight?
Oh yeah. I've cried in my fights.
Yeah, I broke my hand in a fight.
Yeah, I would just cry as I have a mood disorder, so I would just like fucking crying.
Yeah, I used to have a bad habit of when I got upset, I'd cry.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad habit.
Well, it would make like my mean anger like have a little less of an edge.
That's true. I mean, but I think we need to breed out having an edge in our society.
No, when you're in a fight, I'm talking.
No,
about,
you don't want an edge.
Christ.
You gotta be fucking cool, man.
I don't want to be crying when I'm trying to be in a fight.
No one wants to fight the guy that's crying because you don't know what. Do you want to fight the guy that's crying? He's already crying, so you didn't make him cry. He was already there.
That's true.
And you don't know what the guy that's crying already is capable of. Because what took him to that place?
I'd just rather not.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You'd rather not cry while you fight? I want to cry doing everything. I want to cry making love. I want to cry jerking off.
Oh, man.
I want to cry in traffic. I've done that.
Yeah.
Cried in traffic. I've swiped in traffic.
What's swiped?
On Tinder and shit.
Oh,
by the way, I quit it.
You quit Tinder?
I
Why?
did. It's off.
Why is that?
Because I get no value from it.
Were you just not getting any matches and it was just making you feel worse?
Well,
really? I'm not trying to make you feel bad.
No, I mean, I had 180 or something.
So,
but a lot of it's just archived.
So, yeah, and one thing that's kind of weird is sometimes, when I have Tindered myself, I've gotten quite offended. Just because, for one, the type of matches I get, sometimes I'll just swipe right on a girl I'm not even interested in just to be,
you pull that.
The type of girls who I get matches on for the most part are not the girls I'm pumped to,
physically or?
Either way. But
you can't tell anything mentally from, 2 sentences.
Yeah, well, exactly. You gotta kind of go fit on the physical realm,
Yeah.
And,
I think that's a common phenomenon, because you forget. You see so many faces that you completely forget.
Yeah.
Because I've completely forgotten. I've never once been like, oh, I remember that. Unless it's unless it's right when it happened.
Yeah, and I went to the bar the other night, and my phone died, and I was at the bar drinking just by myself.
Oh, perfect.
And my phone was dead, and whatever, I'm watching the game. Then all of a sudden, this girl next to me starts making a little small talk. I'm, I was so in the mood of no girl wants to talk, no one wants to talk to me right now. That it just wasn't up. So this girl keeps talking to me, and I'm being a little whatever, and then she's I'll trade you my number for a wing. And I'm
nice.
I'm what? And this is usually the type of girl that would say this. You'd be ugh, gross. But this girl is actually, and so I was well, my phone's dead, but I'll give you my number and text me, and then I'll have your number. She decides to call me. My phone's off.
Yeah.
I'm don't call me. Text me.
Well, you still get the number,
dummy. No, you don't.
You don't?
No.
Well, your phone doesn't do that?
No phone does that. If your phone's off, no phone does that.
Yeah, you get a missed call.
No, you don't.
What?
No, you don't.
Call me. I'll show you.
Turn off your phone right now.
Where is it? Where is it? I'll call it.
This is a degenerate first right now. We'll do it right now.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, man. You gotta get your shit together. Alright, it's off. And you call me. And it's gonna, this is exciting radio.
Yeah, so
this is thrilling radio.
I'm calling you right now.
Okay.
So what this chick did is she called me. I told her, text me, don't call me because I won't get the number.
Mm-hmm.
Which I still don't have the number. So what she did is she called me. She was like, alright. Turn on your phone right now. Tell me if there's a missed call from me.
There should be.
Oh, you're not all of a sudden not so confident.
Do you have an iPhone?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. Probably.
No, I don't have an iPhone.
What kind of phone is it?
It's an Android.
Okay. Droid. Does it make that noise when you turn it on? Droid. It's
no.
Talk about something interesting.
So, do you ever think about how emojis are really just 21st century hieroglyphics?
They are, man.
It's kind of amazing. Where's my missed call?
Oh, it wasn't on yet. It'll show up.
Oh, tell me when it shows up, because I still have a missed call from Steph, who works for the Library of Congress, who now Still hasn't called me.
Oh, shit, man. Well...
So, like, yeah. So, like...
I'm stealing the gummy bear! You
so it's like, it's really, really annoying.
Here you go. Wow, that sucks. So
Yeah, and, like, it's, you know, it's not like I that often go to the bar by myself and then have some chick start talking to me like that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, never gonna, you know.
Yeah.
It's weird. And I don't know why I mentioned that, but either way, that's how my luck's been going lately. So.
Oh man, I quit.
Well, that was in person.
I know, like
that was a real life.
I quit.
Quit what?
I deleted the Tinder, and I don't want to come back to it.
So are you trying to meet someone still?
No.
Do you think you will?
Nope.
Ever?
Nope.
So you're just never trying again?
I'll try, I guess. I mean, I sent a letter to Cupcake Rejection Girl.
What about that other girl?
Which one?
We went to the game with.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Why don't you ask her what she's doing this weekend for the game?
I will do that.
She's pretty attractive.
Yeah.
She seems like she liked you.
Everyone likes me.
Is she a listener?
No.
It's too bad.
She asked about it, though.
Right, she's interested.
Yeah. Do you have this fear that someone will play it and they're like, no thank you? Because you're putting yourself out there?
Nah. I mean, at this point, I don't really worry about that. I mean, yeah. You know, fuck them if they don't like it. It's like, you know, it's not... You know, it's not supposed to be one thing or another. It's just an organic conversation. Sometimes
That's true.
we run it into the ground. Sometimes
I love running things into the ground.
Yeah.
If you listen to the last episode, which was Swipe Left If You Have a Soul, we talk about... go back and listen to that one if you're listening and you haven't heard that yet. It was episode 76. And...
What you make this 77?
This is 77. Yeah, we talked about how I ran a joke into the ground instead of like trying to grow something organically. You know, I just try to like hit fast forward. And
a joke?
Yeah, I ran a joke about a fake band that I was into the ground. I ran the joke into the ground. Yeah, I sent a message from the mall. Saying that we were playing a show at Cold Stone Creamery that lasted 15 minutes, and I wanted her to be there. And even my friend who participated in that story initially when we met her was like, dude, what are you doing? You're shaking your head, too.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Right.
That's great.
I exist so deep into my own universe that I just do things like that. I don't know how to stop doing it, so I should probably just give up. Learn to love myself. Or at least like myself.
Yeah.
That might... Holy shit, man. Are they going to kiss? Are they going to kiss?
Watch this armbar. Takes that leg.
Oh, gross!
Grabs it. Done.
Jesus. 16 seconds? Is this a new fight?
No, it's a really old fight.
Okay. Yeah, Ronda Rousey kicking some ass. Yeah, man, I just, I think I should quit.
Yeah, or find someone who allows you just to be you. I think that you don't realize how charismatic and likable you come off. And,
I do.
Not just to me, but according to a female friend of mine. Who wouldn't say she thought you were funny otherwise, and she definitely says like that girls would find you very attractive for how you are. And
well, you know, it's about, unfortunately, it's about self-perception.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can't be loved by others till you love yourself, and that sounds so cheesy.
I've said that to a girl, the girl that I love or loved her. I don't know, but I said that in a letter or in an email or something like that. After we had broken up, and I was like, you gotta love yourself. And I might as well have just been saying that to myself, and understand that.
You still don't, so.
Yeah.
like, until then, I mean, you know, and I think, like, in a lot of ways that, you know, is probably my issue, too. It's like, a lot of times we identify other people's issues because we know we have those issues ourselves.
Oh, yeah. No, it was very easy to do that.
But, yeah, it's like, and, you know, yeah, the other part is, like, I've, like, lately been thinking I've been being very selfless with a particular person.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm realizing that I've been very possessive and selfish about the person. And,
really?
Yeah. And really about my expectations for the person, about my expectations for the reaction the person should have, and about just overall, like,
yeah,
I've been doing under disguise that I'm not selfish at all, so I don't have to worry about that. But it's like, if you don't check yourself on it, you know.
Well, do you have like a nervous or anxious attachment style?
I mean, I think I'm naturally anxious and insecure.
Oh, I'm insecure as fuck.
And it ends up creating almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy a lot of the times, I think. And then things could be going really well with a person, and I perceive it as not going well.
Yeah.
When it was, and then I do something like I talk shit loud enough for the person to hear, or I do some sort of sabotaging behavior with the person to get it to the point where I already think it was at. And then I end up being like, oh, see, I was right. Or, see, it's going shitty as fuck, and you're, you know, like, whatever, like, you know.
Self-fulfilling prophecies are hard to get yourself out of.
Yeah, it seems like it's so easy to fall into self-fulfilling prophecies with shitty shit. Yeah, if you, like, believe, like, the positive shit, it doesn't work that way. You have to.
Do you believe in manifesting positive things?
Like The Secret?
Yeah.
No.
I think it's fucking total bullshit.
Dude,
I think it's absolute utter bullshit.
You, like, that's such, like, if there's someone who's, like, abusing you mentally, emotionally, physically, and you keep looking at the person, you're like, I'm going to change them because I believe that they're this person.
Or just manifesting something positive, like someone else is going to come along that's never going to punch me.
Yeah, or I'm going to make $1 million because I believe I'm going to make $1 million. Like, it doesn't work that way. No.
The best way to make $1 million is to accept that it's not going to make you happy, and then you make the $1 million and you're unhappy.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that could happen to me now that I've let go of it making me happy. Yeah. Although that's a self-fulfilling prophecy too. It says you try hard, you try less hard. You don't try to make that $1 million, and of course you're never gonna find out. You just assume it's gonna make me unhappy, and so when I lost a sizable chunk of money trading stocks, and at first I made a sizable amount and then I lost it, but I assumed I was chasing something because I wanted to be, you know, permanently happy, which, you know, that's kind of unrealistic to expect.
Permanently happy.
Yeah. But I was chasing a high that doesn't exist.
Speaking of high, I was really high the other day.
Yeah?
And I was thinking about, what if when we die, we go back to, like, when we're, like, 8 years old, getting our head checked for lice. And really, back then, we're, like, implanted with, like, a little, like, matrix chip.
Is that when we find out that we're going to die?
When we wake up and as an 8-year-old, and we relive our life with all this knowledge.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, thinking that.
I would just hope I would die of lice in my like, if they're like, okay, now you know all these things, like, no, I want the lice to kill me. Is that a little dark?
That was dark. I think that's a good spot to leave.
I want the lice to kill me. Go, bye.
Alright, hello darkness, my old friend.